Welcome back to Morning Break. If you're anything like me, it feels like you've been swatting gnats and mosquitoes non-stop lately because it is that season, especially whenever you get home after a long shift at work and the mosquitoes are swarming around your home. So today we are here at Kobe Clark Nursery, and joining me now is the owner here, Mike Neal. He's going to give us all the tips we need to get those pests out of our yard. How are you doing, Mike?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We are so happy to have you because I think these are tips that we all need.
Here in Savannah, we have a lot of breeding grounds for mosquitoes and for gnats. So really we want to try and knock some of that stuff out. They're really drawn to warm and damp areas. A lot of your bird feeders, your bird baths, any kind of tire swings, or anywhere where water collect, you can minimize that. It really kind of knocks down some of the breeding areas for those things. After that, a lot of your mosquitoes are landing insects, so they will kind of wait in your bushes and wait for either your dog or your kids to run through there. You'll be out in the yard and you're like, they weren't so bad just a minute ago. Well, that's what's happening. You're disturbing them and they're coming out to feed. So a lot of the times you can do that, and in treating them, you can simply spray the bushes, and here we have just a regular backpack sprayer from like Home Depot or one of your box stores, and then this is a more professional version where you could have a technician come by and actually treat your shrubs and your property and really knock down a lot of these bugs. Generally they have a 3-week life cycle, so usually you want to try and do it at least once a month. It'll really knock down the population of biting no-see-ums. Both the mosquitoes and the gnats are really poor flyers, so say you're just hanging out in your backyard or you're having a party, some simple fans will really knock down a lot of their ability to try and get to you because they're small wings and they just don't fly great.
Is there anything we need to know about the difference between mosquitoes and gnats? Is there anything different with how we treat them?
No, the treatment would be the same, just the gnats they have such a smaller life cycle. They're 3 to 14 days from egg to adult, and they're out there biting you. So you're just gonna have to treat a little bit more for the gnats. The mosquitoes, they're a longer life cycle, harder bite, so it takes a little bit more for them to get to the size that they are, but the process is the same to get them down.
You gave us some great tips, Mike. Now we are making our way to your retail nursery where you all have some plants that will help as well.
Absolutely. So we have several plants here that will help kind of deter some of the no-see-ums and mosquitoes. This here is the citronella. It is the active ingredient you see in a lot of the citronella candles that you see on tiki torches and things like that. This is a great little shrub to put in your garden.
Yeah.
This is an ornamental grass. So this is called lemongrass, and it will also is very fragrant, as you can smell, and it'll really kind of help push some of the no-see-ums away. These are marigolds.
And those are pretty too.
Those are, yeah. So they're an annual, and so they flower and they put off a nice little aroma as well. It'll kind of help you stay bug-free in your garden.
Yeah, so do you need a bunch of these or do you just need a few?
It really depends on your space. I mean, as you can smell just standing here, they're very aromatic, so it's kind of going to be up to the user.
Perfect. And you all have these here for folks to purchase, right?
In stock all the time.
Awesome. And what other services do you all provide as far as mosquitoes and gnats or anything like that?
Well, through our landscape side, we do have a full mosquito control through our maintenance division, so we can take care of all of it. Events, regular residential service.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mike, for showing us around and giving us all these tips. Hopefully we can say bye-bye to the mosquitoes, at least for while we're at home.
That's right. Thank you so much.
And you may want to use some of those tips because this weather is going crazy, and you'll have a lot of that standing water that he mentioned.
Will be back when this rain is gone. That's
exactly.
For sure.
You'll want to clear out that standing water. It was really nice talking to Mike. He gave a lot of great tips, and I think a lot of different plants that you can put in your yard too. I didn't know of.
Yeah. Well.